But it's good. I want to commend the Member of Parliament for the job that he has been doing. And I can proudly stand here, sir, and say to you, you make Westmoreland look good. Amidst the complaints, amidst the calls, George is one who is always ready. George is one who goes to the nooks and cranny to ensure that he finds his people. Politics is local. George keeps it local. And once you stay local as a representative, you can't do nothing wrong. You cannot lose again. So, George, you understand the dynamics of politics. And again, me have a lot of boss. Respect you every time. But the seriousness of a project such as this under the Universal Service Fund is not something that needs to be taken for granted. I remember 3 years ago when COVID came, cost us, and we had the online modality, full online classes. There were numerous challenges in the schools and teachers reaching the students because most of the areas were remote. They didn't have internet. And those that have internet, the children didn't have the gadgets. So now the Universal Service Fund is here. They are not only providing the internet, but they are also bringing devices. So Logwood, yes or no good? I want to commend you on behalf of His Worship the Mayor and the municipality of the Township of Savlamar. But I need to implore upon you, students, you need to utilize the internet responsibly. The internet, I know a lot of us, we go TikToking and we use it for the wrong reasons. But it is here for the primary reasons, which is to enhance your learning. Teachers, utilize it at best. This is where the world is. Technology has bridged the gap between the learners and those who impart knowledge. And so I'm asking you to ensure that you use it at best to reach your students so that when they shall move on from the ECI here and go into the primary schools and filter on into secondary schools, we as teachers there at that level, we won't have the problems we currently have. Use this system to change the world, to change your space, to change your community, to impact the lives of the residents themselves who would have already gone beyond the ECI. Because we can create programs for the parents as well, you know. So teachers, be creative. Look outside of your school and embrace and ensure that you engender everyone that is within the community. Because it make no sense you teach pick them when they grow, nobody can teach them a yard. So find programs to bridge that gap to ensure that you're calling the parents through your PTA and have some sessions with them too, so that when the children leave school and go home, they can also get the continuous learning. All right, so on behalf of the municipality, I want to again laud the Universal Service Fund as they continue to bridge the gap with the information aid. Bless you, and it's good being here with you.
Thank you very much. Very brilliant. You will be hearing much more about him. The first citizen of this parish, one of the best known public servants in this parish. We shared moments on Saturday, and we'll talk about that later on. A man of substance and humility, a man who has been there and done it, And speaking of none other, Shrewbury Logwood, you are blessed, as I said earlier on, to have the custos in your space. I want you to put your hands together as the custos comes to address you.
Dr. Dawes, Chief Executive Officer of the Universal Service Fund. Deputy Mayor, Mr. Ian Miles, Member of Parliament recently wed, and whom the country wishes will be a great husband, excellent husband, Mr. George Errol Wright. Mr. Junior Clark, JP, Councillor Caretaker for these parts and Vice Principal of the Petersfield High School. Representative from the SDC, all ladies and gentlemen present, and of course, these lovely children of the Shrewbury Logwood Early Childhood Institute. Good afternoon. Dr. Dawes has said that he's pleased to see the response of all the citizens of this era with respect to the launch of the Wi-Fi in this area. I think that there are many things about Jamaica that we would want to see changed. There are many things about Jamaica that we can complain about. And we could spend our lives complaining about so many things. What we want, what should be, what should not be, all of these things. But when something good happens that we should boast about and feel proud about, then we should use such an occasion as this afternoon to give God thanks for this facility which is being afforded us on this occasion. Previous speakers have already made it clear of the significance of Wi-Fi in the lives of people. As one who is oftentimes approached with questions, sir, so and so and so, often I say to them, what is that in your hand? And they say, it's a cell phone. I say, well, you need not ask me the questions you're asking me, because once you have a cell phone that is linked to the internet, there's hardly a question that you can ask that you will not be able to find an answer for. Everything that you want. And we are glad to hear that the government has lifted the price or the amount of monies that you can bring into the country in terms of goods. So that when you come into Jamaica, you can bring up to $1,000 worth of goods without the custom giving you a hard time. And that you can therefore shop online for things that you need. You would be amazed if you were to do a Google search as to what exists in the world. You would never imagine that these things exist. If you want a man to come up here and talk, you Google and see if you don't find a man uses a battery that you could come and he could come here and talk. Just about everything unimaginable. Many of you would have heard of intelligence. What's the first word? Artificial, AI, artificial intelligence. The day will come when cars, and the day is already here, but not in Jamaica yet, cars will run without drivers. I can show a video now of a part in the world where the taxis don't take drivers. You sit in the back of them and you tell them where you want to go, and the taxi drives. It stops at the stoplight, it pulls over where you want to pull over, all of these things. And it is only made possible because of the internet. If you were to take the internet out of the picture, those cars would not operate at all. So the internet, connectivity, is crucial to the development of the country and the world. And Shrewbury Logwood here is being introduced again to this facility. No longer will you have to buy data and eat it out because you have some work to do. Now what it says is that save your data for when you go into an area where there is no Wi-Fi. But as long as you're here, I'm sitting here now, and with your permission, I'm using some of your Wi-Fi. I hope I could carry it home with me, but I don't think the facility allows that. But I'm using your Wi-Fi. It is here for your use. So with the Wi-Fi, I can call somebody on the phone. Hello, darling. I'm at a place called Shrewbury, and I'm using their new Wi-Fi service. Sound good? Yes. Yeah, man, it work. All right, love, take care. Hey, sorry. This is good. I want to order, madam. I want to order something out of your store. Is this Walmart? Yes, this is Walmart. I need something from your store. You can face the world now. And most importantly, at no cost at all. And so I want to commend the Universal Service Fund. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that the CEO is from Westmoreland. So he has preferential treatment to give to Westmoreland. The CEO says he used to have an office here in Shrewbury, Logwood, and he knows some of the citizens of Shrewbury, Logwood. Isn't that wonderful? Sometimes people leave communities and they don't remember where they come from. They don't remember that they were once sojourners in these parts. But obviously, the CEO is very conversant with the area and knows that there is a need here. Member of Parliament, I could speak about the road that I drove on to come here. But you know I'm not going to talk about it, and you know why. Yeah. I can only say, in brief, me envy you. I say nothing more than I envy you. But he promises me that my time will come. So you enjoy now, because the day will come when I too will be able to enjoy. But I want to commend your Member of Parliament, Mr. George Wright. He works too hard, if you ask me. I hear complaints about him, that he's not keeping himself quiet. And now that you have taken on to yourself a new estate, I beg of you, sir, to recognize that whereas the demands of the public may be great, there's also a certain demand that is at your doorstep that you have to. You see, universal, after universal, there's another word, service. And then there is FUN. All of these things you have to be mindful of. Dr. Dawes, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you.
Thank you, Father Perrin. He is the father for the church in Petersfield. You know the Anglican church in Petersfield? Yes, I him this. And he also has one over in Darliston. Yeah. But is one person I can tell you, when the Universal Service Fund reach out to him, he always make himself available. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the best part of the program. If you watch your television or Instagram, your member of parliament stood up proudly, speaking on behalf of the constituency. And he spoke about this and he spoke about that. But for me, the best part was my beloved wife. Confident, yeah. And I keep saying to people every time, where you come from is not material. It's where you are going and where you are your member of parliament is from a very humble beginning. George Wright did not become member of parliament merely by saying good morning. He worked and he worked and he worked. Joining with Custos, when you speak to anybody in Kingston about Westmoreland, they're not sure about deputy mayor place. They're not sure about mini MCA place. One thing them sure say, George Wright is certainly not working, beyond working. He is going to remain the member of parliament for Central Westmoreland. And rightly so. If a man is working, he deserves to complete his work. And the people must decide. We in Kingston cannot decide for you. You must decide for yourself. My only disappointment, MP Wright, is that the man of Western not give me nothing to eat. And yeah, me become a central again. From 4 o'clock this morning, and nothing to eat. Me not happy about that. No, me not happy about that. You understand? You must give me something to eat. And my staff have to give them something to eat. Woman come tell me say a belly gassy. You understand? You make sure. All right. The best man for the evening, the best man for the day. Hard worker, humble. I never hear George Wright get vexed yet. Oh, but me still talk about him until I time come. But before he comes, I'm going to invite the ECI up. I'll get the ECI first. Petersfield High School to come with their rendition. Come along. Give them a big round of applause. Where's Mr. Mark? Where come Jerome?
Students, don't you have class to go? You students have no ambition. Go and learn what is ambition.
What that be? Ambition? Ambition.
What that?
Me no want none. It's all like something where I'm gonna make me belly run. Cause me never learn how to spell. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell ambition.
What that?
Me no want none. It's all like something where I'm gonna make me belly run. Cause me never learn how to spell. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell me that with Tom, Dick, Harry. Up to last night me there back road with Larry. This idiot boy, but him want to marry me just take So no worry. No worry. You don't know me have up my dirty money. Later, me in a hurry. Me have a date. Me a go meet Murray. Yeah, ambition. What that? Me no want none. It sound like something we are gonna make me belly run. Cause me never learn how to spell. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell. My best friend is my gun. In a boy body, my bullet run up and down. Bad man hesitate to spray, squeeze ear, kill them one a day. Up to the pastor in the church we a pray. If no baby panity to we a slay. Call me cool, me have no mercy. My blood thirsty, bitter like Cersei. Ambition, what that? Me no want none. It's all like something we are gonna make me belly run. Cause me never learn how to spell. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell. Me a big time thief, professional thief. Make out a coffee, sugar out a tea. Me always there for a thief in security from deaf, blind, poor. Them seminars. Me a big time thief, professional thief. Make out a coffee, sugar out a tea. Me always there for the thief in scream thief. Me a big time thief, professional thief. Make out a coffee, sugar out a tea. Me always there for the thief in scream. Me thief from a blind, deaf, poor. When people see me, them run away. Like so, where I'm gonna make me belly run? Cause me never learn how to spell. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell. When I grow up, I wanna be a craft. You know, see life rough and tough. My hand no cut in no hard work. What's fun? Roll wrong, sticky and turn. To me, life is a joke. Me not hope. Me can't cope. Strictly white lady me smoke. I free my mind when me sniff my cool. Ambition, what that? Me no want none. It's all like something we are gonna make me belly run. So what the word mean? You know me can't tell. Not the boom boom bus, not the boom boom bus. The boom boom bus, not the boom boom bus, not the boom boom bus. Everything happen at the boom boom bus. What about that? That's outside. In the boom boom bus, in the boom boom bus. Everything happen in the boom boom bus, in the boom boom bus, in the boom boom bus. Everything happen in the boom boom bus. 5 years later, 5 years later, 5 years later. Don't follow me and go to about your days. Abuse my body and no more. Later, 5 years later, 5 years later. Living the life of a gunman feel. 30 years off, lock up in a jail. 5 years later, 5 years later, 5 years later. Used to thief, cream out of soda. Now then lick me big foot with Obia. 5 years later, 5 years later, 5 years later. No, I'm gonna waste me here sipping heroin and cocaine. No man, they are Bellevue insane. 5 years later, 5 years later, 5 years later. Ambition, what that? Go through the house up, wait out. Learn how to spell. I know I have ears. I know I have ears. Living in a city. I know I have ears. Living in a city. Ambition.
All right. So, I still want to give them a little round of applause. But for me, the lesson learned is ambition. And Bishop, Father, too often our people have become ambitionless. Our children, please listen, sister. I tell them what's quiet over there. Our children, parents, should be going to Sunday school and our Sabbath school. We are losing our young people because of lack of what? Lack of ambition. I did not get up on the CEO for the Universal Service Fund. Father Perrin did not become Custos and Father Perrin. MP didn't become member of parliament. Merely. Neither vice principal and SDC manager. It came because of one word. Ambition. And we trusted the Lord. We are saying to our Jamaican people, particularly our children, please, you don't want to be no old croft. You don't want thief milk out of coffee. Me no want to learn that one day. Right? We don't want to suck out people because something. Let us fear the Lord. Let us work hard. Send our children to Sunday school. The last dollar you have in your pocket, Miss Sukara, you make sure you give it to Emily. Too often our parents not doing that kind of thing. It's all right, we'll tell you later on how we suffered. And I can tell you as a child how I suffered. Walk barefooted. Somebody didn't walk barefooted like Father Perrin. But I had to walk barefooted. But ambition. All right. I thought they were going to change from that part to our next part. To the ambition part when they turn lawyer and doctor and police and all them something. But then still stay on the old craft part. 5 years later. What did they say? Come, you want to tell me what they say about 5 years.
No, after 5 years, they realized that they actually needed ambition because they were saying that what they were pursuing did not work in your thought.
Okay, all right, 5 years later. That sounds like a political term. I invite you to the podium at this time. You're hardworking, member of parliament, the Honorable George, and you said Errol. George Errol Wright. Give him a big round of applause as your member of parliament comes to address you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dawes. I want to acknowledge our hard-working Custos, the very Reverend Hartley D. Perrin. Custos Rotaloroma of Westmoreland. Miss Carleen Stevenson from SDC. Our Vice Principal and Councillor Caretaker and JP, Mr. Junior Clark. I also want to acknowledge the principal of the Shrewbury ECI and students. And most importantly, the people of Shrewbury, Logwood. A pleasant afternoon to you all. Did I leave out anyone? Where's the deputy mayor? Okay, so Mr. CEO of the Universal Service Fund, Mr. Donnell Dawes, we are very happy and elated to have you here in our midst. And as you have spoken earlier about the free Wi-Fi for Westmoreland, but I can assure you that I could not have left out Shrewbury Logwood. Logwood is one such community that is dear to my heart. And we have a lot of teachers, doctors, nurses, you name it, lawyers, right from Shrewbury Logwood. And we are proud of you all. But nevertheless, I am saying to you, the students who are here this afternoon, that the sky is the limit. And we bring free Wi-Fi here to ensure that you stay connected. Persons, I want to say to the parents that ensure that the Wi-Fi is being used for its purpose. A lot of you familiarize with TikTok and Facebook and WhatsApp. But the purpose of the Wi-Fi is for you to do your research, to do your homework, and to make sure that you stay connected in school. As Dr. Dawes would have alluded earlier, that through COVID, we were all over the place because we could not have stayed connected for some reason or the other. But I can say to you that today, right here in Shrewbury Logwood, you have free Wi-Fi. But not just here in Shrewbury Logwood, Dr. Dawes, but we have many more communities to lobby for. And I am sure that they are awaiting free Wi-Fi. So I am saying to you this afternoon, students, parents, you must be vigilant in ensuring that the Wi-Fi is being used for the right purpose. I want you to give a big round of applause for Dr. Dawes and his team to ensure that free Wi-Fi is here in. We live in a modern time that our parents used to tell us about when we were much younger. Fast forward to 2023, the digital era is now here and everything around us is connected. Our daily lives depend on staying connected to the world with technology. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great joy and pride that I can say today that Wi-Fi access is no longer for the rich man, but quickly become a common utility like light and water. As a matter of fact, there are places in New York City today that doesn't even have free Wi-Fi. And we should put our hands together one more time for the Universal Service Fund for bringing this much needed service to our communities right here in Shrewsbury, Logwood. I've been lobbying the government since I came into office, and today I put this much needed service in the hands of everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, and students, welcome one and all to the opening of a free Wi-Fi right here in Shrewsbury, Logwood. The introduction of free Wi-Fi is a game changer to the world of technology and communication. And after today, we will see the changes in the way we live, work, and do business. In recent times, the internet has become such an important part of our daily lives. Try to imagine a day without checking email, browsing the web, or staying connected with our friends and family through social media. We all know that access to internet is not always readily available to everyone, especially those who really cannot afford it. And today, your member of parliament is changing that. As of today, anyone in this era can attest to the internet, can access the internet at no cost. This means that students can complete their homework, job seekers can search for jobs, and small business owners can promote. The mind of our at-risk youth can be positively engaged as they can now learn new perspective and see a much bigger world through being connected. The possibilities are endless. This will also benefit tourists and visitors to our town and communities. They will no longer have to worry about being disconnected to the rest of the world. They can easily access information about our town, its attraction, and its amenities, making the stay much more enjoyable and stress-free. I would like to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to all the individuals and organizations involved in making this public Wi-Fi a reality. Their hard work and dedication have made this possible, and I am confident that this initiative will bring about positive change in our community. I will also take this moment to caution our parents and guardians to guide our youth as this service is used for its intended purpose at all times, the purpose of upliftment. Children, you hear that? This initiative is a significant step forward in promoting equal access to information. It is an investment in the future of our people and will positively impact education, business, and tourism. We will be bringing the service to other areas. And as I said, Dr. Dawes, we have several areas here in the constituency that really, really in need of these commodities. And I'm gonna, through you, sir, I'm gonna put you on the spot now because 3 is not enough. And 3 is not a good number. So I will start off by saying that I have to reach out to at least 10 more communities that need free Wi-Fi. So I hope you all will join me in celebrating this momentous occasion and take advantage of this new service. Let us all raise our phone and make a toast Come, put up on your hand. Put up, if you don't have no phone, put up on your hand. And make a toast to the new day in Shrewbury, Logwood. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Honorable MP. And I hope one day you become the Minister of Local Government. I really have your ambition. You can't find a man more ambitious. And what God says, no man can undo. Eh? That's Mackenzie guy in there. But certainly, this afternoon has been a very successful one. Please, if the service is not of the highest quality, if there are any disconnection, please call the Universal Service Fund or your counselor, Councillor Clark, or MP Wright. We have to pay millions of dollars every month. And we don't want to know that we are paying for it and you're not getting the service. Is that clear, everybody? So please make sure. As I said before, I'm going to ask MP and Deputy Mayor to give us some gazebos inside here, maybe 2 or 3 gazebos, where persons, the children can sit down, parents can sit down and do their little business and don't have to be in the sun. Miss Anisha Campbell, are you that Anisha? Come. Give Anisha a big round of applause. Oh, sorry. Right. Anna, you know, is Costos Gazet. Right. So let us give little children a little 2 minutes. Come, children, little baby ones. Let's say they want 2 minutes, Costos.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, parents, students, Mr. Wright, Mr. Clark, and their team members. Thank you for launching this Wi-Fi for the school and the community. We thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I am smart. I am kind. I am strong. I am capable. I am teachable. I am love. I am important. Education is the children. And do our best. Let's learn our knowledge. Use our pencil to write them down. Try. When you practice, you perfect.
So on behalf of the Shrewbury Logwood Early Childhood Institution, our board members, parents, students, I would like to say a big thank you to Mr. Wright, our MP, Mr. Clark, our counselor, and their team members for launching this Wi-Fi for the school and the internet. I'm sure we all are happy and we appreciate what you have done for this community. Thank you again for making a difference in Shrewbury Logwood. Thank you.
All right. It's like, no, come here. She thanked Mr. Wright, and thanked Mr. Clark, and not thank me. It like she don't understand. All right, come, Miss Kelly, give it MP.
Right around the front here.
Give them a big, big round of applause. You got it? All right, you go sit down now. All right, come big ones, big ones. Come ambition people. Come ambition people. Only the ambition of a universe night. Okay. All right. Miss Kelly. All right. Listen, what you want to be?
A nurse.
You want to be a nurse. Give her a big round. Hello. What you want to be?
Pediatrician.
Hey, pediatrician. Very nice. Straight face, what you want to be?
Soldier. Soldier.
Oh, she want to be soldier. Very good. All right, what you want to be, ma'am?
Pediatrician.
All right, 2 PD. And what you want to be?
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant. Hey. Come move your hand. What you want to be?
A liar, sir.
You want to be a lawyer. Give her a big round of applause for that. Tell us now what you want to be.
A doctor.
A doctor. All right, family doctor. And what you want to be?
Flight attendant. Flight attendant.
All right, great. Take a team out. Bring it on. What you want to be?
Flight attendant.
That's the number 3. What you want to be, boy?
A doctor.
A doctor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Come, my friend, for your time now.
Mr. President.
What do you want to be?
A maths teacher.
A maths teacher. Very good, very good. Very good. All right. So you see, none of them want to be no Croft. Not one. Anybody here want to be Croft? No. Anyone of you wear duns on your back? No. Let me see your duns. Right. None of these our children, BP, want to be a Croft, and none of them want to be a duns. Give them another round of applause. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, yeah, come. Yeah, come closer. Come again. Yes, sir. Say Wi-Fi. Say ambition. All right. All right. All right, we are going to give Miss Brady. All right, we are going to give out the tablets now.
Everyone, can I have some silence, please?
All right, please, please. Hey, boy, tap it. All right, go ahead. No.
Our first recipient is from the Petersville High School, Dashawn Lindo.
Dashawn Lindo. Where's Dashawn? All right, Dash.
Call them to the phone.
Come, boy.
Come to the front. Come, Custos. SDC. SDC. Come. Here's Dashawn.
Come, Miss Kelly. Give it to MP. Turn it around, MP. Turn it around. The back.
We're going to ask you to take it out of the bag.
Is that the bag now?
Take it out.
Smile, boy.
Man it. Okay. Hold it, Dashawn.
All right, Samson!
Our next recipient is Nashari Martin.
Sorry, Martin.
Not here. Our next recipient is Jordan Cope.
Jordan Cope. Jordan Cope. Hey!
MP.
Put in the back first. Two pictures. One in the back.
Bag and bag. Hold on to it, Dashawn. Our next recipient is Damarco Edwards.
All right, Edward.
Don't go too far, students who receive.
Out now.
Take it out of the bag now.
Alexei.
Our next student is Rashard Levy. Our next student is Lacey Ann Senior. From Cokeview Primary. Is she here? Okay. Look in the camera. Our next student is Malik Powell. Is Malik here? Oh.
No, him not. You have to be grade 4 and up. Grade
Yeah,
4
4
and
and
up. Next one.
Kishan Smith. I guess all of these are. Kishan is from the. Kishon Smith, Adiana James, and Nyla Marshall. Give one. Okay. He's right there.
And the two principals. See her right here. The principal here, right here. On behalf.
You have any head boy here? Any head girl? No, prefect. That prefect boy, come to here, eh? Am I prefect picture? Am I good prefect? I'm a bad prefect. All right, come, give him. Come, Custos, you can hand it to him. Give it, give it to Custos.
So you are. So on behalf of the Universal Service Fund
And MP.
and the Member of Parliament, I wish to give you this tablet, which you will use for the furtherance of your education. What form are you in? Grade 7. Fourth form. So please use it wisely. All right. Congratulations. You'll be a good prefect now. Till you become head boy.
All right, how many have you? All right, I want to give one to somebody from the community. Has to be, no, you do. A young person from the community. No, boy. Somebody. No, yeah, you're too little, eh? Huh? Yeah, age. No, that. Come, boy, eh? What school do you attend?
Belmont Academy.
All right. All right. What's your name?
Giovanni Miller.
What grade are you in?
8.
Grade 8. And you go to Belmont. You're doing the sciences or the arts. Which one do you want to do? What you want to be?
Soldier.
You want to be a soldier? You look tough. Come it all right. From Belmont Academy. All right, well, give him a big round of applause. Give him a big round of applause. All right, now, one more now. No. One, so I want a female now, a female from the community. Unite, eh? Unite. Eh? What's good you go?
Anchovy High.
Anchovy High. Okay, put on your hand. Put on your ears. She go to Anchovy High. So yeah, but me say you have tablets already. You don't have any? Anybody know her? She come from here? All right. What's the name?
Kiana Ebert.
What grade are you in?
8.
Grade 8. Tell me something, you see. Who God bless what? She at the right place at the what? At the right time. Come, Mr. Wright, you give her. Eh? Oh, okay. Oh, yes. All right, yes, sir. Go to it. Yes, sir. All right. All right. So now one more. No, one. We never said we organize something at the school. No. All right. No, listen. Anybody can answer this question. Hold on. Anybody can answer this question. 5 questions in one. Listen carefully. Who is the minister in charge of the Universal Service Fund? 1. Who is the minister in charge of the Universal Service Fund? Number 1. Number 2, what year did the Universal Access Fund started? What year? Who is the Minister of Education? No, you can't do that. Right? That's up, right. Who is your member of parliament? Who is your member of parliament? Huh? The last question. Who is your current Minister of Finance? All right, nobody can get it. So I'll give it the last one to Mr. Wright, and he can give it to a child. Give Mr. Wright a big round of applause. A vote of thanks. Could be a vote of thanks. Vote of thanks. All right, thank you. Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, man, thank you very much.
On the behalf of the Shrewbury Logwood, Central Westmoreland,
All right, students, you cannot leave us yet. We have to do a group photo. Let us end correctly. We had a good thing. Mr. Wright, MP. Let us finish properly. Let us do the vote of thanks with Miss Nosworthy so we finish properly. Miss Nosworthy, please. Please, let us just finish. Wait, residents, just wait. Yeah, ma'am, I don't say no. I'm just saying let us finish properly. MP.
Mr. Wright, let us finish properly. Where's the student? Okay, everyone. I know that we're all over the place, but we started very good. So let us end this properly. All right, it is being videotaped. So let us do this in the correct manner. Okay? All right. So it was Winston Churchill who once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Master of Ceremony and Chief Executive Officer of the Universal Service Fund, Dr. Daniel Dawes, Custos Rotolorum, the Very Reverend Canon Hartley D. Perrin, Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Central, Mr. George Wright, Deputy Mayor and Councillor, Mr. Ian Hales, Project Manager of the Universal Service Fund, Mr. Glenford Ashley, Parish Manager, Social Development Commission, Ms. Karine Stevenson, Mr. Junior Clark, Vice Principal of Petersfield High School, and Councillor Candidate for the Petersfield Division, Ms. Diane Bernard, Principal of the Shrewsbury Logwood ECI, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. Your presence here to witness something special, something historical that will be beneficial to all of the residents of Shrewsbury Logwood is greatly appreciated. I stand here today as a proud and grateful community member to express my heartfelt thanks to all those who have made this event possible, and to thank you for giving me the privilege to give this vote of thanks at this transitioning point in our community development. First, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making today's event a resounding success. To the Master of Ceremony, Dr. Daniel Dawes, and he's also the Chief Executive Officer, I thank you for the able way you carried out the proceedings of this afternoon's launch. And guys, I could not find a funnier Master of Ceremony, and he was, on point with everything. Wonderful job. You did an absolutely fantastic job in engaging everyone with your energy and your charisma and anything that comes to your mouth. Yes. All right. You made us feel welcome, right, to this event here. And you remind us that you are no stranger to us because you were once here as a public inspector. All right. So we thank you and your team for the role you played not only on the forefront here, but as the background work are completed to ensure a successful launch. So thank you for service above self, Dr. Dawes, as always. Thank you to Mr. Gledford Ashley, the project manager as well of the Universal Service Fund, who bring greetings and highlighted the functions of the Universal Service Fund. And I know some of you couldn't remember the year that they started accessing fund, but I know when we listen, some of these things we lose these things. To the parish manager, Ms. Karine Stevenson, thank you for utilizing your skills in partnering with others to find solutions to improve our community. To the students of Petersfield High School and also the students of Shrewsbury Logwood ECI, we thank you for the item, and I know that everybody is going to remember this. Ambition, what that? It sounds like something we are going to make with belly run. But we know that we all need ambition, right? To make sure that we step up in society. Thanks to the Custos who said, instead of complaining, we give thanks for what we have and the importance of the internet for the development of our community and the country as a whole. To Mr. Junior Clark, Vice Principal and Councillor Candidate, who outlined the need for this free Wi-Fi and who encouraged us, right, and to build with this Wi-Fi, and that most of our students are also from this community as well. To our keynote speaker, Mr. George Wright, who played an instrumental role in ensuring that the Wi-Fi installation in our community was materialized, we thank you. We thank you for your unwavering support to the community and the words expressed here. All right, to all the persons who work tirelessly behind the scene to ensure a smooth process, your behind-the-scene contribution as well as your visible participation, has left an indelible mark of gratitude on us. I therefore, on behalf of the Shrewsbury Logwood community, thank you for your generosity, sincerity, and stick-to-itiveness throughout this process. Without your support, we could not have accomplished this milestone. To other distinguished guests, members of the communities and friends, thank you for showing your support. Your presence here have added an extra spark to this event and make it even more special. I end by the word of Rabindranath Tagore. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. Thank you all once again.
Thank you very much. Well done. We'll give her a big, big round of applause. You can be medicine to Parliament. Somehow. All right, we are going to do the unveiling now. So all of us going across the road, just to do the unveiling, please. Join us now, please. Universal.